the air for 50, 60 miles or so at top of cruise, or cruise altitude rather. Yeesh. This on the arrivals page. I'll have a quick look at the arrival weather, and I'll bring you back if something something important or interesting happens. Alright, so the weather in Miami is as follows. Thunderstorms, temperatures 30 degrees, dew point 24, surface winds 160 at 8, so it's not too breezy. Good visibility, 10 plus statute miles, light rain, and it's 3001. So let's go ahead and set 3001. Like so. And the other thing I wanted to do was what exactly? Oh yeah, let's see if we can pull up the ATIS on radio 2. So it's 119.15. 119.15. And if we do this. No. Interesting.
Miami International Airport ATIS information lead 1604 Zulu. Wind 160 and 8. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 2,000. Few clouds at 6,000. Ceiling 7,500 row.
Cross there, now to maintain
light rain.
Correction, cross Plateau, to maintain 11,000, the Miami altimeter 3001.
Alright, we just missed the waypoint to cross at 110 and 3001 American 1481.
American 1481, that's Batoga, Bravo, Tango, Oscar, Golf, Alpha, Batoga.
Cross Batoga 11000 3001 American 1485. Batoga. We don't have. Hang on. Hang on. Batoga. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it was with the transition. Cool, cool. So we're going forward. That's cute. Batoga. Batoga. So we want /11000. Where does that bring our top of... Oh, yeah. LNAV. And we want to descend to...
Miami Center is Delta 597 climbing through 4600 for 5,000.
Delta 597, Miami Center, radar contact, proceed direct Headley, climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb to 220 and proceed direct to... What was that for Delta 597?
That'll be Headley.
Proceed direct to Headley for Delta 597, roger that.
Alright, let's get our descent. Yeah. Unachievable. My foot.
American 5723 across the Baron, now to maintain 11,000, the Miami altimeter 329.
With a heavy...
altimeter 29907.
Good dose of speed brake. We'll get down.
27,
so we know that the ATIS works. However, I am going to just pull it up quickly and see where we're landing.
Delta 1288 cross Andrew to maintain
26 left, 26 right, 27 or
29907.
Wonderful. So that doesn't help. Alright, so...
Could you repeat that,
Delta 1288 cross Andrew to maintain 11,000, the Orlando altimeter 29907.
There we go. Alright, we're all set up. And I'm going to put auto brakes on 2, even though they're long. You know what? We'll do 1 and we'll do max reverse. Because if the runways are slightly moist or wet, I'd rather have the reverse thrust doing a little bit more of the heavy lifting than the auto brakes, just so the anti-skid doesn't have to work overtime. Alright, so we got our descent profile going. and we want to level off at Toga. So let's go VNav now and see what that does. Hopefully, yeah, I'm gonna have to kick out the speed brake again. That's fine. Kick out a little bit of speed brake, help the descent a little bit, and do flight detent all the way there. Basically, what we want, and I'm going to darken the inboard weather a little bit. Basically, we want the banana to hit Batoga before, because we're currently doing 270 knots, and we've got to slow to 250 below 100. So we do need to take into account a little bit of time to slow as well. So I'm gonna. Basically, I'd like the banana to be about a third of the way between Papa Bravo India and Batoga. Like right around there. Perfect. I don't know if you just heard that, but that was the first I've heard the blocking sound, which is, you know, surprisingly realistic. Maybe not 100%, but it's definitely better than what it is now on the current open to the public regular Vatsim network. So they've definitely made some strides there. That's a really cool sound effect. I got to admit, I got to hand it to them. All right, so our banana's slipping a little too far forward. Yep, that's the terminology I'm using. Get used to it. I'm a professional. And speaking of professional, by the way, I never turn the landing lights off. Those of you eagle-eyed who are furiously typing in the comments right now, I know. That's fine. That's not the point of this flight. The point of this flight is really just to hear and experience the new Vatsim codec. And that's the excuse I'm going to be using throughout the video. If you feel like I'm being unprofessional right now, that's because I am. And, feel free to dislike the video or whatever. That's okay. Just thought I'd show this off. By the way, I'm using a tomato profile for the cockpit here. Okay. Easy there, PMDG. I need to kick up the thrust. Let's settle this back down now. I want you at 110. Okay, so basically it thinks we've got the speed under control and the descent under control. So it started kicking up the engines. I'd rather you just lay off the... Not 70% N1, please. Yeah, so I'm using a tomato profile for the VC of the PMDG, which gives it quite a nice new lease on life. Yes, the windows are still too big. And the windows are too big because that was the way that PMDG got around getting a...
Bearing out to maintain 11,000, the Orlando altimeter 2997.
Properly collimated HUD. So that's the workaround. That was the sacrifice they had to make in order to get the properly collimated HUD back when the PMDG 737 NGX was in development. I'm sure with the NG3 that's coming up, they will be able to correct that issue and still have the HUD functional. But in the meantime, you know, I don't even notice it anymore, really. And tomato profile is really put a nice new look to the whole cockpit here. Look at this. In certain lighting conditions, you can see, like, at night, you can see, like, the reflections off of the throttle levers there. And it just, you know, this product has really, really aged well. Alright, that was a fat finger by ATC.
On 5723, request deviation 10 degrees to the left.
Alright, 5723, roger, deviation to the left by 10 degrees approved, advise ready to turn back to bearing.
Yeah, I should probably start looking at deviating around this weather here, but I have decided
Delta 1288, proceed direct to Andro, across Andro at 11,000.
I'm not going to. We'll see what it looks like when we get through the thick of it here.
597 Miami Center.
Yeah, go ahead, Miami Center. Sorry, we had some connection issues.
Oh, block frequency.
597, no problem, just verify your direct headly and climbing to flight level 220.
Yep, direct headly and climbing through 20,000 for 220, Delta 59.
Roger, thanks. American 1481, expect the ILS runway 26 left, descend maintain 8,000.
Expect ILS 26 left down to 8,000, American 1481. Okay, so we'll put that in. And let's go to the init ref. It's 272. 272. Like a so. And we'll do that twice.
Okay, we are back to wave American 5723.
And we'll do
5722 right here, direct bearing, contact Orlando, approach on 124.8 today.
1191 and 1191, like so. The elevation we said was 9 feet, and I just need the runway length, so I'm going to quickly pull up the chart here. Miami, ILS, 26 left, 26 left. Keep scrolling, 9, 12, 26 left, here we go. 1091, the identifier is Ivan, India Victor, India November, which we don't have identified yet, that's fine. And what else? 272 is the inbound course, that checks. And the runway length is 3,202 meters. The mins for Cat 1 are, oh, it's a Cat 1 ILS only, nice! So 210 on the mins, 210, like so. Is that set twice? It is not. 210, 210, that's set twice. Going down to 8. Everything's managed. So let's do the feet to meters conversion here. 3202, standby. So just in case, what we'll do is runway elevation was the airport elevation is 9 feet. 9, and the runway length was 1505. Was it? No, it wasn't, was it? 05. GG. It was 10,505. Enter. There we go. Cool. So we'll have the HUD if we need it. What's the OAT? Total air temperature is 24, so we don't need anti-ice. It's nice and warm in Florida, as is tradition. I'm going to go ahead and do level change at 247, because this is taking forever. And I think the controller wants us down a little faster than that. We'll employ a little bit of speed brake as well. And I'd like to get under this weather if I can, because it's like we're
American 1481, after high descend maintain 3,000, expect the ILS runway 26 left.
After Hiley, it's heading 180 and down to 3,000, and we'll expect the ILS for 26 left. American 1481. So go ahead and put that in. Let's see where that brings our banana. Yeah, see, that brings the descent profile a little too far out. So what we'll do is we'll do heading select now. So 180, there's our extended center line. What I'll do from is if you do this, and then you do, I think it's Basho, yeah, and we need the reciprocal from, no, we need the reciprocal from Auger, or 260, let's do Basho, like that, and the intercept course will be, what's the reciprocal of 272? It's 92,092, that, enter, No. So if we go Basho and 272, like that. There we go. There's our extended center line. That's cool. And yeah, all set up. So we're gonna hit 3,000 a little bit before the marker there. So what we'll do is we'll ease this out. We do need some time to slow down as well. Currently descending at 1.7. We'll do 1,500. There we go. And we can turn these back on. And we'll turn these back on preemptively. And let's see, I'm going to pull up the ground chart on the other monitor. I'm leaving the sim running because just in case I get called and you can hear more audio from the codec. Come on, ground chart, ground chart, ground chart. There we go. So 26 left. And where are we going to park today, guys? Where are we going to park? Let's go the Fox stands. Sure, why not? Yeah, we'll pick the Fox down. So 26 left. We'll come in. We'll try to vacate by either Juliet, Juliet, or Zulu. And then Zulu, Papa, down to the entrance to the ramp, which is over there. The international. Oh, that's the international terminal. Okay. Where's the domestic terminal? Central Base, Concourse. Centurion Air Cargo. It's a big airport. Come on. Concourse D. Concourse G. International Concourse. I don't know. Maybe the Delta Gates? That'd be a short taxi, though. I don't want to go explore the scenery a little bit. Also want to see if what I did worked for the scenery, which is try to remove... Because I basically I went to Any Builds and I got the GSX Level 2 profile, the SOD profile for the scenery. I'll bring this down a little bit. Yeah, we're still speeding a little bit. Bring it up. Bring out the speed brake a little. So I got the Any Builds Level 2 GSX profile for it. However, I can't seem to get rid of the regular stands. So they're kind of like inside each other and sometimes on top of each other. It's kind of a mess. And I just didn't, I ran out of time to fix that issue. Well,
Delta 597 across the Baron Avenue, maintain 11,000, the Orlando altimeter 29907.
Cross Baron at 11,000 for Delta 597.
Still speeding a little bit. A little bit more speed brake. So here's another issue. I got the Thrustmaster HOTAS, the Warthog HOTAS as a primary joystick. I upgraded from my X52 to this one, and I'm super happy with it. However, not enough axes. So I currently use the zoom axis for, which is kind of to the right of the throttle, for a tiller, and so I don't have a spoiler axis like I used to on my X52. So I'm kind of wondering what I need to, or what I should do about that, and what I should set to the spoiler axis. So there's plenty of buttons to switch, to set, and stuff like that, but I kind of like it having it on an axis. That way you can fine-tune the amount of spoiler that you have out. Speaking of, we're leveling off, so I'll bring the speed brake all the way in. You know what, I can just, there we go. I do have a quick button for arming the spoiler, so that works.
Man, send American 96, climbing through 9,000 to 16,000.
American 96, Miami Center, climb, maintain flight level 210.
I'm maintaining flight level 210, American 96.
Audio is absolutely amazing. Oh, there's the coast. Whoever decided to go on holiday this time of year, especially today,
Delta 1288
in Miami, not having the best of times, but we are going to get a very scenic approach into Miami. There's the airport over there.
American 1481, you're 8 miles from Basho, turn right at 240, maintain 3,000 till established on localized, cleared ILS from your 26 left approach.
Alright, 240 cleared for the ILS, 26 left, American 1481, maintain 3,000 till established. So, we'll do VOR Oak. Oh, so it's 274. on the actual scenery, I guess. A little bit out of date.
American 96, maintain 14,000 for traffic.
So just waiting for the loc to intercept. We'll maintain 3,000 until we get established. So, did we identify it? Yes, we did. Ivan 274. We're 17 miles. So yeah, everything's looking good. Here comes the loc. Gonna bring the speed back down to 220. There goes the turn. Gonna be a crosswind on the approach.
Up to 195 minus center.
Runway's in sight. Gonna bring the yoke back up. Probably enable TrackIR for this landing as well.
American 1481, contact Miami Tower 18.3, good day.
Tower on 1183, American 1481. Love the new codec. Take care. Tower, how are you doing? American 1481, 14 miles, 26 left.
American 1481, Miami Tower, winds 150 at 8, runway 26 left, clear to land, traffic to depart prior to arrival.
Clear to land, 26 left, check the traffic, American 1481. Alright, we'll bring out a notch of flaps. Check RV speeds, 145, so we'll make it 150. Bring it down to 160 for now, let it slow down. There's the glide. Do flaps 5. So we are cleared to land, and 1 to depart prior to our arrival. Let's see if we can spot them. I don't see traffic, do you? Maybe on the other side? No? Traffic? Traffic? I don't see any traffic. Whatever. Alright, speed's coming back nicely, gear's coming down. We're 9.6 miles. I'll bring this down to 150, and we'll take the autopilot out. Two clicks on a Boeing. Alright, my control. I'm going to take the auto throttle out. And we'll add some more flaps. There we go. Getting a little bit low. Some up trim. There we go, back on the profile. And final flaps. Beautiful. Reset this. So we got lights, we got camera, we got action. Drifting a little bit to the right here. We'll correct left. Profile's fine. Add a little bit of power as well so the speed doesn't get too low. Fully configured. Speed brakes armed. Auto brake 1. And we'll aim for Zulu, what was it? November, no, Juliet or Zulu, something around there. Speed's a little low, kick in a little bit more power. Still good on the profile. A little bit more power, a little bit more power. It's a little asymmetrical, but I'll deal with that. It's fine. Now a little bit of down trim. As we adjust for the extra power. Everything's looking good. Tailwind at about 8 knots. Well, crosswind, but yeah. And speed's getting a little bit fast, so we'll correct for that. We're getting a little high. Bring out this, maybe? Yeah, that helps. There we go. There's our 3 degrees. Alright, that's not properly configured, is it? Alright, that's fine. Oh yeah, there's the
American 13, 137, contact departure today.
Current departure on 135.175 for American 137, thanks for your help.
I'm gonna take this out now. Oh, cool. You can see the,
Approaching minimum.
That's so awesome. I love the HUD in this thing when it's properly configured. Landing.
100. 50.
Power's back.
30, 20. 10.
A little bit of a flare. A little bit of a float. That was too much of a flare. Off the center line. That's fine. I'll take that. And reverse. $100, 90, 80, 70. There's November 3.
American 1481, exit runway left when able, contact ground 121.8.
Left will be on November 2, or I believe it's Whiskey 2, and ground 1218. American 1481, take care. Alright. Stop the clock. And it was 21.8. 21.8 in the box. There we go. Vacate the runway. Come on. You know better than that. And I'll bring up the ground chart. And we are on... What are we on? I don't know. Ground American 1481, 26 left vacated. We'll take your best suggestion for a gate.
American 1481, landing ground, welcome. T straight ahead, join in November. And then stand to your choice, any of the Delta gates.
Alright, straight ahead, join November and any of the Delta gates. American 1481, thanks. Alright, controller said any one of the gates here on the right, which apparently in doing my SOD thing, I have accidentally deleted all of the jet bridges. So that worked out super, super well. Really appreciate that. We're going to take Delta, I don't know, 44 or so. Oh yeah, right, GSX doesn't work either. This sim experience has not gone exactly as swimmingly as my usual ones. Maybe bad luck because testing a new codec. I have no idea, but we'll try to get that fixed for our next Aegean island hopping. Because this is it's a pretty poor performance for all of my add-ons at the moment. No SOD, no anything really. So we're just gonna pick a stand over here, which is Delta, what is it, 46? Yeah, we'll take Delta 46 here. Right in front of this pretty palm tree window. And we'll shut her down, and that'll be it for this edition, or this quick little test flight, using the new Vatsim beta codec at Flight Sim Expo 2019. Well, at least in conjunction with Flight Sim Expo 2019. And let's pick a stop line. How about that one? That one works perfectly. Parking brake is engaged. That's too bad. No jetway. Alright, power's coming out. Parking brake is set. We'll switch over to the APU. Dinosaur juice stops flowing. 102 minutes, gate to gate. And that goes on, that goes off. And these go off. And that pretty much does it. Sweet! So yeah, thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Testing the Vatsim Beta Network. I hope to do a couple of events and see what else pops up along the way as we continue to test the Vatsim voice codec. Any news on it, I'll try to link below. And we'll see you next time on probably back with Aegean island hopping. So I appreciate you joining me on this little impromptu flight with American Airlines from Orlando to Miami and blue skies, tailwinds, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care!